Hello everybody and welcome back to Coastercouple. Today we are going to be playing Planet Coaster, but today is a little bit different. We're going to be looking specifically at the new DLC pack which just launched, which includes 2 new coasters and 3 new flat rides, and we're also going to be looking at the patch/update that was given to us as well. I've started with a blank canvas park so that we can put some little bits in and show you guys how it all works. So starting off with the update notes, this was obviously produced from Planet Coaster on their website, so it's fully available for everyone to read. As of the 12th of December, this is the major update that is coming. So obviously at the top it says the highly requested change, which is the separate loading and unloading stations, ability to customize tracked and transport ride, a new heat map for guest tolerances, glass scenery pieces, enhanced guest movements, and much more. So it's all broken down by sections. So you've got at the top what it is. So you've got flumes, pools, coasters, rides, maintenance, controls and UI, scenery, general park construction, online, and then all the bug fixes as well. So let's have a little look and see. So start off with flumes. I haven't put any flumes into my parks like I've built myself, but I've built a couple in the past, but they've not been very good. But let's have a little look, see what it says. Adding more dynamic movement to both guests and mats rafts while traveling down flume, including increased speed and swing motions, adding bounce to guest rafts and mats. Flumes and slides tend to be tested before opening to generate excitement and fear, but they can now be opened regardless of where the test dummy ends up. Previously, the flumes and slides need to be ended in a pool to be opened. See, that's a very interesting one to me because it's crazy, isn't it? Because is it actually a flume if it lands on there? I guess it's more like a slide. So let's have a little look at that one. So it did say on there as well is that the guests will start using the flumes even if there's people still using it, so that will definitely help with the throughput. Or because it's a new park, I just need to build a very quick pathway just to be able to allow people to actually come out. So let's put in a flume. I'm just literally going to go for a basic flume, one that's got multiple on it. Let's do it on this one. Perfect. So it says it doesn't matter where they land, so I'm literally going to put it onto there because I'm thinking it's going to be funny to look at. Okay, so the flume is all tested, ready to go. I've obviously had to build just a few little shops here for people to actually be able to use the flume because obviously they need a changing room. So let's see what happens with that one. While we're waiting for people to use that, I am going to put in one of the new flat rides. So one of the new flat rides that has come in is called Whirlpool, and you'll find that in the Create Custom just here. So let's get this one in. Wow, okay. It's quite a big base on it. And then let's put the exit just there. Oh, okay. Obviously, I'm just going to build a quick cube because we want people to actually be able to go onto it so we can see how it works. I really like it. I think it's really cool. I have wanted a bigger based flat ride for a while for my park, so I'm really pleased with that. Okay, let's have a little ride. I feel like I'd be very sick if I was riding this myself, to be honest. That was a very quick test cycle. Okay, so let's get that one open. People can ride that, so hopefully we can see some people. It looks like we do have people coming up onto the slide as well, so let's see them riding the slide. I think it's very funny. It doesn't have to end in a pool. So let's see. Okay, sure. And obviously, as we can see at the top as well, where we had a few people were coming down before they hit the bottom. These people are now going to be stuck here. So I am just going to have to build a pathway to connect them back. It's a very quick one. It's a strange update because obviously, you know, why is the only thing I have to say is why. I mean, it's funny, don't get me wrong. And I mean, it maybe allows for you to have more without having to have the pool underneath it. It did say guests will ride them over and over as well, so they don't mind landing on the paving or the concrete, so that's fine. Okay, we actually have people already in the queue for this new flat ride as well, so that's really good. I can definitely see the update on people actually using the flumes and stuff, because I know before, if I had something else open, people just would not use it, so that's really good. So let's put in the next flat ride they've added, which is called Strike, and again, that will be in our custom. And there's this one just here. Again, it's got a very big base path to it. I'm just going to build a very short queue. That's our exit queue. Okay, perfect. Let's get this tested. While it's testing, we can have a little look at what it does. I have a feeling it's one of those ones that spins all of the gondola. It spins every single individual arm as well as the seats. Wow, okay, that's definitely picking up some speed. That's a pretty cool one, actually. I like that. Oh, and it goes backwards. Okay, fab. So again, that's got a very quick test cycle, so we can literally get that one open. And the final flat ride as part of the DLC expansion pack is the 540. I'll type that one in. I am a big fan of flat rides. I think they do well, especially in my parks, when I'm trying to fill in gaps and stuff. So I'm really pleased that we definitely have some more. I know there's been a lot of controversy whether the DLC pack is definitely worth it. Obviously, a lot of people say that the game is still unplayable on consoles, and that they should have worked a little bit more on that before bringing out a DLC pack. Obviously, you know, the DLC pack is £8 for 2 new coasters and 3 flat rides. So this is the 540 ride here. So it's a stand-up flat ride. Okay, that's pretty cool. Obviously not going to have a massive throughput in the park because it doesn't really hold much. But again, it's got a really quick test cycle just there, so we can get that one open. Already people in this one as well. So it looks like the guests are definitely enjoying it. So let's build our 2 new coasters as well. So the first new one is the Launch Vector Family Coaster just here. Oh, I like the colours of it. That's pretty. I'm going to put it over here so that I can connect it up to the pathway. So hopefully we can actually see some people being able to ride it. So let's just, I'm going to get it tested and we're going to get a path built. Obviously, because it's one of the new ones that have been added to the store as part of the pack, it does actually have the unload and load station just here. So this is the unload stations. This is where the guests will be getting off, and this is where the guests will be getting on, which is obviously one of the new updates that they've brought out within the patch fix update notes just there. Okay, so we should see that coming in, and then the guests will unload off of there. Obviously, because it's test dummies, it might work a little bit differently. So we're going to let that test, open it, and then see if we can see some people actually riding it. Okay, so I've opened up the new coaster here. I have reduced the price as well, so hopefully we can see some people going onto it in a second. This is obviously a full train of people ready to dispatch. So this is the loading part here. And like I said, this is the Launch Family Coaster. We can see as well the restraints look really good. Because obviously that is one of the new updates as well, is the restraints. Where restraints have come down on guests, but they've kind of been, like, they've been on top of the restraints, or the restraints has been through them, so there's been a few issues, so that has definitely also been fixed as well. Obviously you can build this as well as a custom. This is just one I put in from the blueprint section. This will now be where the guests get off, so let's just see how it all works. Yep, so as we can see, literally they just get off right there. They walk down here, and then the empty car gets sent over to here. Obviously, this is going to help with throughput because you're not having to wait for it to get there. People get off, people get on. You can empty it in a different place. That's a really cool update. While we're on that, we've got one more coaster to build from the DLC pack, which is the Ultra Spin Mac Coaster, which is obviously like the Ride to Happiness. So I did find that this one isn't actually a blueprint of it already made, so you have to make it from custom for now. Maybe in the future they might bring out a blueprint of it ready to go. So let's type it in. So this is a new one. So it's the coaster can rotate until the car's faster and faster until the world becomes a thrilling and spinning blur. The colours of it look really, really nice as well. So I'm just going to put that one in. I'm not very good at building coasters, so I'm just going to build a very quick one and then we can test it out. Okay, so I've built a very quick coaster with the Ultra Spin. It's not the best thing in the world. I'm not going to claim it is at all by any stretch of the imagination. But I built it very quickly just to show you guys how it looks. Obviously, you can change the spin speed depending on the elements and everything like that. I don't have many elements that are going to make it spin, but let's give it a little whirl, excuse the pun, to see how it looks. So obviously it's just going to go here from the station. I've only got one station here because, again, I just wanted to build it very quickly to see how it would look. Okay, so hopefully it does some spinning on these little bits here, if it's going to do anything anywhere. I don't think that bit would actually be safe for people to ride, to be honest. I put in 2 lift hills because I panicked. So obviously you can see it's doing like a lot of like free spinning. Oh, that's quite cool. I like that element. That's quite fun. Put in a little loop as well for fun. Obviously, you know, the more like spinny bits you have on the track, that's when the more your cart's going to spin, but obviously they spin freely. So yeah, that was just a very quick example. Obviously, Digital Dan's just literally finished building the Ride to Happiness as well, so that's absolutely amazing. So that'll definitely show it off very well, how it shows for the free spinning. But so yeah, that is covering all of the DLC. So that is the new coasters you get. So we've got the 3 flat rides and we've got the 2 coasters just there. We do have a lot of people already in queue for them all as well. So they are proving to be popular. Obviously, there's not many using the flumes, but we know that's mainly because we've got other flat rides as well. So going back to the patch fix that they've just done here. So obviously coasters, we've covered that. Ride scenery can be added to tracks and transport rides, and these are all the new control things. Scenery, we've got transparent glass, coaster supports and fireworks. I am so excited for the fireworks to be back. I really missed the fireworks, so let's go and explore them. Okay, so with the fireworks, we're going to find them under scenery, and I'm just going to type in fireworks and they should all just come up. Wow, okay, amazing. Oh, there's so many lovely, oh, I love the crown. So obviously you could literally spell out things in the fireworks and you can set them on to be triggered, and you can play them, you know, every 5 seconds, or you can literally set them to be however you want. So hopefully that will come up. That's meant to be an eye, it wasn't a very good eye. One of the new things on here as well is that we can now change the weather. So obviously before we could change the lighting, so this is where you can change your like fixed sun and stuff, and on here you can now change the weather. So that's a new thing for Sandbox. You can override the weather. It's going to be sunny, clear, cloudy, light rain, and then the heavy rain as well. And also wind. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to change it to be darker so we can really see the fireworks. Oh, cute. Okay. What other ones have we got? So obviously we've got the Planet Coaster sign. We've got the crown. So we've got the king crown and the other crown as well. And then we've got some other fireworks. Let's just set these ones off to see how they look. Oh, that's cute. This should be my last one as well. I'm really pleased they're back, actually. Oh, I love that one. That's so fun. And then we should have the crown as well. That should be the crown. Okay, amazing. So that looks so cute. So that's one of the new things they've added. I say new, obviously it was in the last one. They've added it into the new game. I'm going to pause it for a minute just while the fireworks are going off, because obviously the other thing that they've said they've added into the scenery is the glass. So this is the new glass that they've added. So it's a very thin pane, this one here. Obviously we can change the size of it. It's a little bit hard to see with how dark it is, but obviously it's great for building around things, and building like glass around stations and things like that. If you're building a custom one and you want it to look like a bougie queue or something. Very nice. And then we've got the ones here that have got the frame as well. So that is obviously new to the game. And obviously we can still stick things onto it as we could with normal walls and everything. I'm definitely interested to see how I can apply that to my parks in the future as well. Maybe like a viewing area over on top of one of my parks or something. But I definitely do like the idea of it. So I'm very excited to see how I can use that in my park. Going back over to the fix list here, obviously there's all of these things here which are just bug fixes that have been done. So obviously, like I said earlier, they've altered the coaster harnesses on the following coasters. Guests no longer become stuck exiting the 360 power flat ride. You know, I thought that was a me park thing, so I'm glad that's not just a me thing. And yeah, it's just like loads of other things that they've really done. So guest paths have been reduced to getting them stuck, otherwise functioning paths. So that's a big one for me as well in my park, is I had really big pathways, probably like, you know, on the 12 side across. And they were just like, guests are trapped in the park, but there was just so many places for them to get out. So I'm really pleased with that. Guests will now vomit more often when they're nauseous. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a little bit of a strange one. I mean, if you like that, then fair enough. Adjusted time of sunset to ensure longer daylight periods. Demolished chalk can now be used in the centre of pools. Obviously, there's just loads of other little bits. We won't go through all of these, but they've definitely worked to try and sort them out a little bit. And then obviously this is the new DLC pack that has come out. Like I said, it is £8 for 5. And these are the rides. Obviously we put this ride into our park. We built it. So that's the Big M's Ultra Spin Coaster. Again, you can only build this on the custom. You cannot put a blueprint in for that at the moment. That might be something they're bringing in future. And then you've got the Vector LIM Launch Family Coaster. That was very fun. I enjoyed that one. Because it's aimed for all ages as well. It should see like a diversity of ages in the park as well. So I think that will help. And then we've got 540, and we've got Strike and Whirlpool, which is obviously the 3 flat rides there. And then obviously along this, we have released free updates on all platforms. So that's what's free. Everybody can get that one. You can just download it. There's some highly requested changes, including enhanced guest movement, separate unload, and fireworks. So obviously they have brought out a lot of updates within this. I know a lot of people are saying it's still not enough. They shouldn't have brought out the DLC pack until they fixed it. I personally really enjoy playing it. I have had the game crash on me a couple of times. Not so much recently, but when I have had the game crash on me a few times, and a lot of people are saying that's still a big issue for them playing it. I haven't had it since playing it for the new update. I've only played it a couple of hours into the new update, so we shall see. But yeah, so that is a video quickly just covering everything. Obviously, that's the new DLC pack, so you guys can see how it works. Whether it's worth buying or not, it's obviously completely up to individual people. I personally bought it because I really enjoy the flat rides, and I do enjoy this coaster as well. I am a fan of obviously the new spinning coaster. I'm just not very good when it comes to building coasters, but that's something I can improve in the future. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully this is either sways you to buy it or not buy it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about it. I am definitely the most excited for fireworks coming back, and I know a lot of people are going to be as well. But thank you so much guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.